all by myself.
Oh my god.
Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Hello and welcome to episode 33 of Once Upon a Captain Swan. Unfortunately, Sarah hasn't suddenly become British. It's actually me, Lindsay, filling in for this week as she and Ray are at the Toronto convention. Judging by the Snapchats they've been sending me, they're having an amazing time. I'm sure we'll find out what happened in the next episode. But this week, to support me, we've got my UK bestie Jenna.
Hey.
The gorgeous Gabby.
Yo.
And the cheeky J-Mo.
Hello.
This week we've got a cracking episode for you. We'll first be discussing last week's episode with Black Fairy. And then last week, Jenna and I went to Blackpool. Jenna, why did we go to Blackpool?
We were just hanging out with some rundown bars, you know. We thought we'd see the sights, all of the falling down buildings, dilapidated piers. We just thought it would be a bit of a laugh, really.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's the reason you guys went?
I don't know. I heard something about some kind of convention going on. Was it Storybrooke?
Who was at that convention?
I don't know. Somebody called Rebecca Mader. I don't know. Have you heard of her?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, Robert Carlyle.
She sounds fun. Ooh, that's a nice name.
Yeah. No.
Ooh.
Anyway, there was a bunch of
I've heard
people
of him.
that were just there giving talks and stuff. So
yeah, we went to the Storybrooke UK convention and we some guests over talking about that as well. And then tonight there's an episode happening. I don't know if you know anything about it.
No.
Something about a musical and a wedding.
Who's getting
I'm
married?
not quite sure. So we might talk about that. I'm not quite sure.
It's Outlaw Queen getting married, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
K23, the sequel.
They're getting married in the AU.
It's page 46 because it's both together.
There you go.
There, sorted. Just spoiled it for us now. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
So, and we're going to end on recommendations as usual.
Oh, okay.
So, let's get started. Guys. Black Fairy, what were your thoughts?
I didn't hate it, but there's just a few things that kind of were really? To me? I don't know. What did you think, Gab?
I'm really trying hard to remember what the episode was about because I'm still stuck on pancakes. So.
Yeah, it was the pancakes. So yeah, let's start on a high. Let's talk about pancakes, shall we?
Well, that was
your
a week
thoughts on
before.
pancakes? Oh, it was. Yeah, it was. I was on the episode. I wasn't on that episode, so that's why I missed out on it.
Yeah. But did you want to add anything to pancakes or?
I had pancakes for breakfast this morning.
Yes!
Jenna, did you want to add anything to
No, so it was the Black Fairy backstory.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
See, all that I liked. I really liked the backstory until we found out that I guess Rumple was supposed to be a savior.
I liked that twist though.
I liked the twist, but I just knew how a certain fandom was gonna take that, and I'm like, what I did not like was as soon as Belle found out, she turned to him and was all like, I knew you weren't as bad as you thought you were. I was like, Belle, do not regress. You have gone through all of this turmoil. Please do not regress.
I don't know. I feel like since Gideon came on, this season, they're trying to fix Rumbelle with them bonding over that. So I think they're already trying to, which is kind of stupid, but
frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
But I did enjoy seeing Papa. Rumple's dad, but the old guy, not Robbie K, but the other guy. It was great seeing him.
The original.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Malcolm.
So it was good seeing him.
I also like that Fiona was not a fairy to begin with, and she made herself a fairy.
Yeah, well, I found it a bit OTT. Like, okay, a mother would do anything for a child, but it was so exaggerated a little bit. I thought it was just a bit like, come on, woman, chill out. Like, it was a bit extreme. I know it's once upon a time, but still.
Extreme. But to her portrayal of Fiona and the Black Fairy, I'll believe whatever comes out of her mouth, because she's fucking incredible.
She's flawless. Like, I love her so much. I mean,
I'm hardcore in love with that woman after this whole arc. Like, seriously. I'm like, when we saw her in Van Gab, I was like, yeah, she's gorgeous, but we had no idea what we were about to get
I told you all how amazing she is. You did. You met her, and I'm so jealous.
You did.
She was, oh my god, unbelievably gorgeous people in real life. She is gorgeous. So, but.
Your thoughts, Jenna?
Did you even watch it?
Yes, I watched it. Of course I watched it.
Sometimes you don't watch it, so like so I was making sure.
Secrets out, y'all. Jenna doesn't watch a lot. I'm just kidding.
I watch it on Wednesdays, so okay. I've seen it.
Okay.
I liked it.
I love you, Jenna.
Same with Lindsay, though. I did find it a little OTT, like a little bit unbelievable, because we were supposed to believe that her character was like really nice character to begin with, and then the fact that she would just be like, oh, screw everyone else, I just want to save this one child. I know they say that parents will do anything, but I don't know, it was a little too forced, I think, from my point of view.
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't particularly like the ending, like not knowing what happened between the Black Fairy and Rumpel. I know it's supposed to be a cliffhanger, but still, that really annoyed me. I was like, what happened? Like, is Rumpel actually going along with the Black Fairy, or does the Black Fairy have Rumpel's heart, or, you know, what's going on? So it did leave it at a good cliffhanger anyway, so.
I like how
they're want to do. They love their cliffhangers.
Yeah.
I
love how the shears have made the rounds, like the shears.
Right? That was a good twist. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna cut his.
And I can't believe she
actually
did it. I was like, whoa.
That was really selfish, I thought. That was a very selfish decision to make.
Just because she wanted to live, you know? Like.
Oh, yeah. And how many of you knew immediately that the person with the crescent tattoo was going to be her? Because I did.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not going to be another child. It's going to be you. You're going to be the one that's fated to destroy your child.
Also, can you talk about young Blue's costume? What's that all about?
Girl, fashion choices.
I mean, where did it change? Like, she went from that to bloody poomfy, whatever the hell it is nowadays.
God, nowadays she's barely covering up her nipples. I mean, like, she's out there.
Hashtag blue titties. I also like that we actually did get to see Tiger Lily as a fairy, because when they referenced it in a couple episodes ago, I was like, I need more of this backstory, and I'm glad that we got it, because when we were in Steveston at Stanley Park and we saw her walk around with this beautiful red dress, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty, I wonder what they're doing. After the episode, I texted them, I was like, dude, we saw Tiger Lily in her fairy dress. That's what we had seen.
Oh, that's awesome.
But this was a couple episodes later than what they were filming.
Yeah.
Or we might see her again.
That'll be fun.
You might see her again in the fairy outfit soon.
Yeah, I think she's coming back, definitely.
Yeah.
I really enjoy her.
She's a great actress as well. It's really, like, the casting this arc has been really good.
Oh, yeah.
This arc has far surpassed 6A. Far surpassed 6A.
I did really like the fact that Gideon got his heart back as well, because I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see what Gideon's actually going to be like now he's got his heart back.
Yeah.
That scene actually, that Bobbie is so good at playing like that role, but still making me want to believe that he can change. Because that scene was one of those scenes.
Yeah, but then it's always back in my mind saying,
Don't do it!
It's gonna mess this up. It was there back in mind. I'm like, boom, told you. So it does.
That little voice in the back of my head is like, don't go through this again. You've been here too many times.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Rumpel, though. And like, hasn't Bobbie said himself that like if he was watching it, sometimes when he reads the script, he's just like,
we're gonna do that.
Sorry.
About that later. But yes.
It just ties in so nicely.
I know it does. I feel like I could say that, but no, we've got a little segment for that and everything.
I got a thing. But I just thought it was like, what was Baloo and Tiger Lily thinking when they gave Rumpel, the baby Rumpel, to his dad, and his dad was talking about him like dirt, and they just left him with him. I'm like, there's no way.
No.
There's no way.
Parents on this show have no idea how to nurture children.
Yeah, why would you leave him with him? Like,
at all.
And yet now, Blue does a babysitting service to all the kids in Storybrooke.
Yeah, they need to rethink that, people.
Run! Run! Give them to Granny, for fuck's sake.
Well, one,
she lost... run a diner and run a babysitting thing.
She lost Gideon to the Black Fairy, so apparently she's definitely really bad at doing it.
Mm-hmm.
She lost Robin to Hades, you know. So.
She's rubbish. She's the worst. Why do people keep doing it?
Why do people keep giving their kids to Blue? Do they not know that she's shady?
Yeah.
She's got a history.
It's like, worst godmother in history.
Yeah.
At least Tiger Lily was actively trying to protect her godchild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like Tiger Lily. We like her here, yes. What else happened?
Captain Cobra.
Oh,
yes!
But, like, I loved it in that scene, like, Henry's, like, just got home, he just about to run to his room, but then Killian's there waiting, he runs over, like, he, like, just jumps up, he's been waiting, oh my god, it's amazing.
And the fact that he, like, smirked at him and called it Operation Best Man,
Yes.
It was a fic writer's dream for a headcanon to come to life like that. I cannot.
I'm telling
it
you,
was amazing.
Adam and Eddie are trolling our stuff, man.
They're really focused.
They're on Tumblr, they're on Twitter.
They know what we want. And like when Emma walked down and like she was like, "You're not staying here tonight?" He's like, "No, it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding." And she's like, "You don't really believe that. A seafaring man never jerks their tradition."
His face is like, seafaring.
I was like, he's such a pirate, and I can't. And that little face that he made as he left the house,
Yes.
that was pure Colin's face.
Yeah.
And it was just so freaking cute. I loved him so much.
I liked Emma's blouse as well.
It is a cute blouse.
Like, how can you walk away from her, Killian?
You know?
But I'm like, after tomorrow, you'll be stuck with me forever. Promise?
Oh, yes.
And tomorrow's almost here. What about, I really like the fact that they said that the piece of the wand was at the heart of Storybrooke. And I really appreciate the fact that they said it was at Granny's. Because the place has been the center
it has been the core of the show,
everything since day one. And then we got the little jukebox.
That's amazing.
It would have been great had they been talking about wedding stuff, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Like whether they're talking about should be DJ'd or jukebox or like.
That behind the scenes picture of them on Instagram as well, of them together just looking at the jukebox. I'm like,
food. Sorry, I got distracted. What?
Yeah, it's just the team up we all need.
I miss
that old jacket.
Who else thought that when they said that Rumple was supposed to be a savior and that he was the one that was supposed to get the Black Fairy and not Emma? And I was like, well, y'all can take care of your business while Emma and Killian go get married. I was like, can we?
And honeymoon.
and honeymoon, bitch. Yes.
My issue with that is like Snow was just like, oh, we've got a wedding tomorrow then, and it's like, hang on,
Yeah.
You can plan a wedding that quick. There must be some magic involved because,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, if Regina and Emma is involved in the wedding, obviously, then yeah, they can magic up a cake. They can magic up floral arrangements.
When you say magic of a cake, I just think of Sleeping Beauty and the fairies and making the cake.
But we all know how Regina is with her baking and her cooking, so it would be a lot better than that.
An apple flavor.
refined.
Apple spice. Spice cake.
Well, she makes some like homemade cider as well.
She just won't spike it this time.
Just don't spike it, no.
Killian would.
Yeah, but that's everyone gets drunk at the wedding because we'll talk about that later. But
Yeah, later.
head cannons and stuff and all that. Yeah.
I missed out on that episode, you whore.
Well, you can add to it
I
later
was
at the end.
I was at an actual wedding. I was at my brother's wedding. And is it kind of sad that the entire time I was at that wedding, I just kept thinking about how long it was until the CS wedding?
Wow.
No shame.
Anything else to add?
No, ratings?
Rating. So, Gabby,
I'd give it a 7.
JMO,
That's exactly what I was about to say. I would say give it a 7.
Jenna.
Same.
I would give it an 8 because I love Jamie Murray. So, oops.
Okay.
Understandable.
Okay.
I think a 7 is still high to me, so I
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, considering if you compare it to the 6A part of our ratings, we're doing pretty awesome on the ratings on this arc.
You know, I actually
Right.
went back to watch part 6A, and it's actually not as bad when you watch it again. When you don't have the high expectations.
When you know what you know, yeah.
When you know what's coming.
When you don't have high expectations of CS, yeah.
Lower your expectations.
Because then you actually realize and come back to like, okay, the show's not all about Captain Swan. It's still because I loved the show before
And
Captain
it's all
Swan,
that.
so
Yeah, me too.
Yes. I agree.
So-
I agree.
Same. Yeah.
But
the Captain
They
Swan
take it
does
up a
enhance
night.
it. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Oh.
I don't think the problem was Captain Swan. My issue with 6A was that everyone was written out of character. That was my main issue with 6A. Not for because we actually got a few good episodes of Captain Swan, so I'm quite happy with that. But it was just everyone was written out of character. It was always hype about the Evil Queen, and it wasn't season 1 Evil Queen. It wasn't, and
Yeah, that's
I got my hopes up and I was disappointed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
it was drag queen, Evil Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna's laughing.
Yeah. Drag queen, evil queen.
Because she knows I'm right.
She's speaking of Blackpool last weekend.
I am.
Speaking
a
of
bit,
Blackpool,
Yes, so speaking of
Good
Blackpool.
segue.
So, it was a long weekend, and so we started off on the Saturday. We were just on the Friday, and we started on the Saturday. We started with Bex's panel. I mean, you can hear Bex from a mile away. Her laugh is infectious.
Yeah.
I love that woman
yes.
so
She-
much.
She brings so much light to everything. I mean, she's just incredible, and she's
Even
beautiful.
dark and dreary Blackpool.
Yeah, I think her and Sean definitely made the weekend for me. What about you, Jenna?
Yeah, I'd say Bex was the person who I enjoyed seeing the most because she just brings that energy and like enthusiasm, and she's just so like happy all the time. Like she just kind of like is relaxed and happy, and she just says what she wants, and she just has a good time. Like
She has like no filter as well.
you can tell she's just enjoying life and like having a ball. It's great.
Yeah, she doesn't let anything bother her, so it's great.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
she's very good at accents as well. She went on full on different accents. What she was doing, like Scottish. She was doing like Australian. It was incredible. Like she just started flowing out on all these accents. She's absolutely brilliant.
I was there with my housemate who used to live in Cardiff, and he's Welsh, and she was doing a Welsh accent, and he said it was really, really good. Like him, Bex and Sean both did a Welsh accent, and like they were so good at it.
Yeah, like Sean did the same thing. He just like started just spewing up all these different accents. It was just so good. I
wonder if he brings out the Irish accent whenever he's hanging out with Colin.
He didn't do Irish today. He didn't do Irish.
No.
Balls.
It's because Colin wasn't there.
True.
His bro wasn't there, unfortunately. But my photo with Bex was really cool. I had 2 photos. One with just me and another one with my mum. And the first one, I had an Apollo chocolate bar from Lost. So it was great. I showed her a chocolate bar. She immediately snatched it off me and she said, "I'm not allowed chocolate before dinner." She said the line. So I was like, so in my picture, I'm like, she stole me chocolate kind of thing. And she actually did keep it. She's like, "I'm having this. Is this all right?" I'm like, "It's yours now, mate."
How can you deny Bex, man?
And the second photo was great because my mum, it was a last minute thing, but my mum loved Bex's panel that much. She was like, "Can we get a picture with her?" So we had a picture, and Bex was like, "I'm so jealous of you two. You look beautiful in your dresses. I'm so jealous." My mum was like, went bright red, and it was so cool.
I want to meet your mom so
was
bad.
so cute.
I'm your mom's biggest fan.
Mom bread.
But another big thing, so like Sean Maguire. Let's start talking about Sean Maguire because...
First of all, fuck you, because I want to meet Sean.
Can I just mention something about Bex?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
His autograph. So like my favourite thing with Bex was I went to get an autograph with her with my friend Tim. And I bought him the ticket to the convention because he loves Once Upon a Time, and we went together. And like, I think that's my favourite thing, just spending so much time with him. It's been great. But in her panel, she was going on about how much coffee she's been drinking, and like the fact that she just doesn't sleep, and then she just drinks more coffee, and then it's just like a cycle. So when we went to get our autograph, Tim was like, "So how many coffees have you had today then?" And she was like, "About 25." And then she was like, "I'm going to have 25 pints before bed so I can sleep." And that was just so funny. And then obviously she did her like witch laugh. She sounds like the Wicked Witch, like literally. Her laugh is just the Wicked Witch laugh.
But just it brings you so much joy to that laugh because it's just, you can hear it from a mile away and it's like, Bex is here, we're all going to be okay, guys.
But yeah, I'd say that's like my number one moment from the weekend, I think, was that. She was just like having such a joke with us and just laughing around with us. It was great.
She's so down to earth. I love her.
Yeah. But one of my favourite things in the weekend, going to Sean Maguire, was I asked a question in his panel. So I started off saying, "Hey up," and Sean just started going full on Yorkshire at me. So I was like, "Yay!"
That's amazing.
It was like awesome. And then I asked him if Hook and Robin had a spin-off, what would happen? So Sean went on a full, like, he planned the whole series. I'm not even kidding, right? So it was like, right, okay, well, the premise is like Hook and Robin, they get a bungalow just outside of Blackpool. Do you know what a bungalow is? Do you know what a bungalow is, Jenna, guys? Yeah, you do. That's fine. I don't know translation and all that. And it said like in the first episode, they go to IKEA to get some new furniture, and he just started like going on. I can't remember it word for word, but he went like for about 5 minutes, like saying like, you know, we're having a full-on argument over the best way to build a chest of drawers and stuff, and he was full on planning it. And then he was like, "You know what? I think we've just planned a series there." It's like, "You need to do it, please." It's like, yeah, I watched that. So it was really good.
We'd all watch the hell out of that.
Yeah, it is. Sean's really good like that. If you ask, he comes up with stories so quickly. Last year I asked him, what would he do on his stag do, and he planned a whole episode of like what he was going to do on his stag do episode. But this before if we found out he was going to die. Sean's just so quick on his feet. He's great.
He's really funny as well.
He must be a great person to play pretend with like his son.
Yeah, he should write his own TV series though, because he's got all these ideas. I mean, he's so quick. He needs to do it because he's got this great talent for storytelling.
His comment in his panel as well, when the place where we stayed was a bit run down, and there was a pigeon flying around inside the room where the talks were going on, and Sean saw it and he was just like in the middle of a sentence and he just goes blah 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 bird. and then afterwards he was like, raucous bird, no expense, people. We have 5 animals.
You also you compare that to Emily in her panel. She was like, can we please safely get that bird out? I mean, it's not safe in here. Can someone please help it to get out? Like, she was so she's big on animals. But Sean's loving this bit of drama and stuff. But yeah, also in Sean's meet and greet, he walked in apparently and he says, welcome to Shutter Island. That's the kind of place it was. It was great.
God.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Imagine going back 20 years and that was the hotel.
Ugh.
Longer than 20 years. Sure.
Yeah, 20 years like in the 90s, wasn't it?
The Wi-Fi didn't work.
Oh.
Well, then you're going back at least 10.
No,
Not
it's more than
15.
let's call it 30 then.
Hey, we're going back to the dark ages before Wi-Fi.
Before
Well,
cell
then how are we
phones.
supposed to get updates on Twitter if we don't have any Wi-Fi?
That's the purpose.
We have our phones out.
Exactly. No tweeting while watching the panels. Okay.
So funny.
Yeah. So back onto Sean. Sean was my mum's highlight. Back to my mum. My mum absolutely loves Sean now. He flirted with her. He full on flirted with her, because she was wearing a dress. She was all dressed up, and he was like, "Oh, you look absolutely stunning." And she was like, she went bright red. She's now a massive Sean fan. She has bought an Outlaw Queen t-shirt.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Not planned it because of Sean. She just loves Sean. And she's argued, she's complained to Funko because we don't have a Robin Hood Funko Pop. She's like, she was texting me yesterday, why is there a Robin Hood Funko Pop? I'm like, because we don't have one. She's like tweeting them now, complaining.
She's so funny, your mum. I think one of my other favourite parts from the weekend was actually when we went to get our Robert Carlyle photos, and you and your mum went in front, and then me and you had one after, and your mum was so crying afterwards because she was so happy, and she was shaking and crying. She was just like, it was adorable.
So when we got our photo, Robert Carlyle, he doesn't walk, he glides. Oh. He is Mr. Cool.
He does.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He is the coolest person. Oh my god, he is above us all. I can't even deal with it. And it was funny because he walked in and I was like, "Oh, Mum, he's here." Just she proper full on grabbed my arm and goes, "Oh my god, Lindsay, he's here. And she was full on freaking out. So when he went on to get his test shot, and he turns to us and goes, "Oh, hello, you're looking very colourful today." So my mum was like, "This is my mum, she was trying not to cry already." And yeah, we had our pictures, and he was just absolutely lovely. I mean, he was very shy and quite reserved, but he was also really warm and friendly.
Yeah, he was. When I went to get my autograph, because I've been. Oh yeah.
Oh.
2 things happened.
Oh.
It was the same. Me and Lindsay queued up for about an hour to get Robert Carlyle's autograph, and Lindsay was about like 5 from the front or something. I think I was about 10 from the front. 2.
Yeah.
And then the fire alarm went off.
Gosh.
So everybody was just like, no!
I started crying.
Robert Carlyle then got escorted out, and then literally everyone else was just like looking at each other, and you could see them just being like, I would rather burn than leave this queue. So like, no one was moving. And then everybody,
I'm not fucking moving. And then Lana's manager, Julie, had to come over and like calm us all down because I was crying, and she's like, look around you, everyone, this is where your place is. When you come back, you all come back here. It's going to be okay. She was really lovely and supportive because I was having a meltdown, and I think. Because after all the problems at the weekend, she helped save that weekend for me.
Yeah, Julie is like the master of convention organising. She is amazing.
I love that woman so much.
But yeah, so
she's a shark.
That happened, and then we went outside, and then we got back in and got back into the same places, which was great. And then I got my autograph with him, and it was just so funny because I've been collecting the autographs in my comic book for the cast, and it's really quite full now. Like, I've got them all in, and Robert's like one of the last people, so there's hardly any room for him to sign. So I got up to him and I was just like, I'm so sorry, there's like no room. And he was just like, I'm going to try and do a Scottish accent and fail.
Don't do it, don't do it.
I probably shouldn't, should I? I'm going to get in trouble. No, I won't do it. He was just like, oh, don't apologise, like, you've been busy. And like he was just like giving this like really like smirk, and I was just like, oh.
He's so cute.
He's really nice.
I got him to sign my Full Monty DVD.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, girl. Again, I looked at the accent, and he goes, ooh, I remember that. I walked away, and I was with my friend Kerry, who is from Glasgow. I mimicked his accent, and Kerry turned to me and said, Lindsay, never ever do that again. But I did really loudly, so he probably heard me doing a really shitty Glaswegian accent.
I want to hear it. Was that it before?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay.
After this bottle of wine, I might do it. See how we go. How about to tie up the podcast? We all try and do the same sentence in a Scottish accent.
Yes! I can't do that, lassie.
No. Us Americans over here are like, no.
I'm not drunk enough for that.
So, other highlights. Karen was really nice. She was lovely, wasn't she?
I wanted to just like pick her up and just like take her home because she's so tiny and lovely and so warm. She's just so bubbly and she makes you feel at ease. Let me just take you home, lovely.
Yeah, she's adorable.
She's the
I
sweetest.
love her.
Yeah. I'm so glad I met her because I was like, I didn't want to meet her at first, and then I didn't. Like,
she was still bitter because Elliot canceled.
I am still fucking bitter about Elliot. Fuck you, Elliot.
Yeah. 2049. Gabby is still bitter.
But Karen was a beyond acceptable replacement.
she's
I
great.
fucking love her. I love her so much. I'm so glad that she's going to Jersey because I might have to meet her. I didn't actually meet her in Van.
You didn't take a picture or nothing with her?
I didn't.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
When I got there, I focused on Papa Hook.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Obviously.
In my picture, I asked her, "Oh, can we hug?" And she was like, "Yes." And then she looks like in our picture. I've posted it on our social media. She looks like an excited fangirl. She is so like.
Lindsay's #1 biggest fan.
Woo! The podcast, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to finally meet me and the podcast crew. She's just adorable, and she said like how lovely I looked. Like, oh, I want to go to a tea party with you, and I'm like, So I was wearing like a like 1950s style like dress, and she's like, oh, I want to go to a tea party with you. Look lovely. I'm like, okay, please do.
Then she would go to a tea party in that dress, but then she would spike her tea.
Yeah.
Guilty.
It'll be mostly alcohol, okay?
Got me Doctor Who teapot here, but it's not got tea in it.
Yes!
Wow.
But actually, like, we had the whole Aladdin crew at the convention, and they were, I wasn't really fussed before the convention, but now I'm like, I'm Team Aladdin crew. They are amazing.
Team Agrabah.
I think Team Agrabah, that's the, hashtag Team Agrabah. Oded is an absolute babe, and I need more of him in my life.
He's so cool and collected, isn't he?
He's so
Suave.
charming.
Thank you, Jenna.
Yes,
So hot.
suave.
So hot.
I've had a crush on that man since The Mummy.
Yes!
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Didn't. When I met him, and it's like,
You did have a crush on him in The Mummy? Oh my god, that man was sex on it. Oh my god. He was so sexy.
Gabby's...
I know, the film was pretty shit, wasn't it? The film was pretty shit.
He was sex in the sand.
There you go. I couldn't.
I've not seen Gabby get that flustered in ages. That was so funny.
just saying.
I got my fan out just to fan Gabby.
Thank you. Oh my god.
But yeah, I
No,
was basically. He is so charming, like, and also like, not only is he like cool and charming, he's kind of like me. On the Sunday, he was hungover, and he lost his voice. Like, because everyone kept saying like, Karen loves singing, as we all know. She's like any opportunity to sing, and Dennis was also singing. But then Oded was like, I drank too much last night. Can you not hear how croaky my voice is today? I cannot sing. He was so hungover. It's like, Oded, you're a bro. Loving it. You're just like me, mate.
That's our man.
I turned up to the convention on the first day still drunk, I think.
Jenna!
I'm
not you.
We were, I don't drink very much, but me and Tim decided to hit the gay bars the night before.
Yes!
Yes, Jenna, I need to hang out with you, man.
Yes, that sounds like my kind of time.
We can't forget about Jared.
Yes, I was going to ask you about Jared.
Oh.
So, it's actually like, I was thinking, oh my god, he's like a little kid, because we watched him grow up.
Yeah.
But he was actually lovely. I mean, Jenna, did you get to speak to him much?
Jenna had an awesome picture with him. Sorry.
Yeah. back to back. Like, he's doing his pouty teenager face. It's great.
Teenager face.
He's lovely, but he's such an awkward teenager. It's great. Like, he reminds me of me when I was younger. Like, at the panels, he was pretty awkward, but he's into like loads of games and Star Wars and all kinds of cool stuff. I was like,
so him and Colin get along
cool.
great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone actually asked him about Colin. I think most questions were about him or Lana or Jim. But it's a shame not asking him really about Colin. Oh, I think the one thing we did ask him, he'd said that Henry does find him Hook as a father figure. He did say that. So that's pretty cool. Jared, he was a bit awkward because he's a teenager, but he was actually a lot more talkative than I expected him to be. When I had my autograph with him, we had a chat about what he thought of Blackpool, and he was like, actually, I've barely left, either here or my hotel because I've been so busy. These are long days. He did say in the summer he's gonna come over to London for a vacation. Something like that.
Tell him to stay away from Blackpool and visit other places.
Yeah.
Go to London.
Well, it said London because obviously you such as Americans, you always just say like, oh, I'm going to London, which when you're going to like Manchester or something.
Well,
I'm after Lana. You're in Manchester, love.
That's the thing is though, you guys, you know us now, so we can take you places.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could take me to Wales.
Yeah, we can go to
It can
Cardiff.
actually be. It can be our actual tour guide.
Can we go to Cardiff and just bring? Can we go to Cardiff and bring just a little TARDIS with us?
Of course, we can go to the Doctor Who experience.
Ah!
Now, I thought it's closed.
No, they open it each year. They re-theme it each year for the new season. So they close it, redo it, and then, well, no, sorry, not for each season. Each time the Doctor changes, they change it.
Well, it's gonna be changed soon.
Yeah.
Oh yes, so Sean Maguire said in his panel that Chris Matthews is the new Doctor.
He officially said it.
He said, "Oh, so someone asked Sean, would he be Doctor Who?" And I was like, I can't remember what he said, but like, well, actually, Chris Matthews is going to be the new Doctor Who. He's a good mate of mine. Blah 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 blah. But who is Chris Matthews? I don't know who Chris Matthews is. If listeners, if you know who Chris Matthews is, please let us know on a postcard. Thank you.
Postcard.
Yeah.
We have an address now, a P.O. box. You know.
P.O. box.
So we haven't really talked about Emily.
Emily, oh my gosh, yes. So I first met her in the photo room. She said no poses, which is understandable because Robert also had no poses. Some people are just a lot shyer than others. So I was like, I was planning a pose with an empty jar of peanut butter. So I was like, a bit disappointed, but at the same time, it's Emily Duravin, Claire Littleton. I was like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. And she's so cute and so tiny, and she's also very shy. And when I went up for my photo, she said to me, "Oh wow, you look so lovely."
Aww.
So in my photo, I'm like crying in my photo.
It's an adorable photo.
I hate it. I hate it because I'm like crying in the photo, and I've got this stupid smile on my face. Like, the thing is, if you haven't been to a convention before, guys, photos happen so quickly, so
yes,
you don't have time to react to stuff. So I'm like in the middle of crying, and my photo was being taken.
Sorry.
But they're capturing genuine emotion. I like that.
Good spin, Jenna. Good spin.
There was this adorable story, actually. There was someone at the convention who had the photo with Karen, and she had bad acne, and she was crying because she has really bad acne. And Julie saw and spoke to her and was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And she was just like, "It's a horrible photo. I've got really bad acne." And Julie was just like, "Oh no, like Karen had acne when she was younger. She still gets like little problems here and there as well." And she was like, "Come here, come with me." And she took her to go and talk to Karen, and Karen told her about like her experience in the past and the fact that she even woke up this morning with like a spot that she's just like covered up and stuff, and like made her feel so much better. And I was just like, that is so nice.
Oh,
like
Julie
That's
is
why
the
I
fun
love
kid.
Julie.
Oh
I need
my
an autograph
God.
from her. Okay.
Yeah.
Julie.
She's absolute star.
Yeah.
she's really nice, Julia.
Yeah, I mean, people say, "Oh, she's so scary." Well, because she has to be.
She has to be.
Shit doesn't get done.
I think people
If
get
you're not-
scared of the whole New York thing because she's from the
Oh,
north.
I love that.
And I'm like, yeah, because I grew up with that, so I'm like, that doesn't affect me at all. So like, it's like people just
I love
they're so
it.
sensitive. Like, come on, like, just
She's such a
good.
shark, but then so sweet when she wants to be.
She's so
She's
yeah.
she's like the real life Regina.
she's doing her job. You know?
Yeah.
She's the Regina we all want in our lives.
That's why her and Lana
Bringing-
work so well together.
Bringing
Yeah.
us on to Lana.
Hey,
so
hey.
Lana was awesome.
Oh, she was. Yeah, she was.
Okay.
She was so lovely. I had a picture of her, and the thing with Lana is like she's so on it. Like I simply said to her, "Happy, sad, confused. You are sad," and she was like immediately there. She knew exactly what I meant. She knows her poses. Like
She is on it.
on it.
She is like a pro.
And
And it
she
looks-
was
it's a
so
great
good.
photo.
in her panels this time, she was so good at deflecting any problem questions. Like, literally, someone asked her, was it the fuck, marry, kill? Emma Hook and something else.
And Emma Hook and Robin, fuck, marry, kill. And she's like, look, guys, I refuse to answer any more of these questions. All it does is cause problems and upset people. Can you just stop asking me these questions?
Yeah, she pretty much just said that. She just said it's an impossible question. I can't answer it because, like, no matter what I say, someone's going to get upset.
I'll answer it for her. Fuck Hook, marry Robin, and kill Emma.
That would be the one that she should have answered, yes.
No, I'm just kidding. I know she didn't want to answer because she's going to get upset.
It's not fair as well, yeah.
Swan Queen fans, but...
I know.
But yeah, her panels were very sweet and nice, and there wasn't a lot of issues, really.
Robert, whilst you could tell he's a bit annoyed, he handled it he's a professional, he's a true professional, and I really enjoyed his panel. He did talk about, like, Train Spotting, if you guys have seen it, and his character Begbie. A lot of people would like say, who would be a better, who would win in a fight, Begbie or the Dark One? Probably were just like, well, the Dark One's got magic, come on, guys, seriously. And then he did say Begbie would be an amazing Dark One because the character Begbie in Train Spotting, he's an absolute psycho. So if Begbie was the Dark One, there would be no Storybrooke. He would have, he's mental. He's a psychopath, basically. Crazy.
What really made me laugh about Robert, though, was, like, every time someone asked a stupid question or a question he didn't want an answer, all he would do is just be like, nah. Or, no. Like...
Yes!
Oh my God!
Yes, man! That's how I'd be. I'd be like, no, move on.
That's
next
all
person.
they said. It was just
you
like...
were like,
no.
Nah. Next question. Next question. Yes, what was saying? Next
That's
question.
how you have to be, because people just don't understand.
And then the first question was they started playing the full Monty music of can you do the full Monty for us? And he started doing that, like that, stripping off and stuff. Started stripping off his jacket. When it's like, come on, I'm old now. I can't do that. I can't do those moves anymore. No. Next question.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen it.
He's,
Robert
he
Carlyle does not give a fuck, and I love it.
Yes.
And he's so cool about it as well. It's like, it wasn't rude, but it was to the point, And then, so, what was the point you're making earlier when we were talking about the episode? Jenna, what was the point?
You already forget.
What was the point of what?
No, because early on in the episode you were talking about Black Fairy, and you was like, oh, Bobbie said something about it. Oh, yes, so Robert said in the panel as well, we will find out if Rumpel does the right thing in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Oh.
So. And also, he talked about Jamie Murray!
Yes, I was going to ask you that. You told me about that.
And he said, she's a great actress and he loves working with her. And he said it's weird working with people who are supposed to be his parents but are younger than him. He mentioned Robbie Kay and he was like, he's a lot younger than me. And it was very weird, but he loved Robbie Kay as an actor. He's a bright spark. He's got a lot of potential. I'm talking about why, mate.
Well, I'm going to go in a slightly different direction and back to Bex because it's about Jamie Murray. But Bex, I love Bex so much. Someone asked her, what do you miss about England as well? And she was like, oh, tea and all this kind of stuff.
I love this question.
She's obsessed with things that are English. It's great. So she was like, oh, it was amazing when working with Jamie Murray. She's English, so I loved her straight away. And And she was just saying how, like, she loves being on the cast of Once Upon a Time because there's so many British actors, and, like, if you're English, she's gonna love you, or if you're British, she's just gonna love you straight away. So that just made me laugh so much. Like, I could just imagine Bex and Jamie Murray just, like, getting on and, like, just sat there drinking tea together and watching Netflix.
Yeah. Bex is just like, she's a great actress, but I loved her mainly because she was British.
Yeah.
That was the main reason why.
Well, Bex, I mean, jeez.
Fair.
Bex is so cool. And then, Jenna, anything to add?
No, not really. I think that's pretty much most of it. I mean, I didn't get to see a lot of the panels because I was in line queuing for autographs most of the weekend, so I didn't really get to listen to many of them at all.
Those autographs will take a long fucking time.
Bobbie also said that he misses Michael Raymond James and he thinks about him all the time. Which was, like,
that's adorable.
I mean, he's a great actor. It's a shame about his character, like, you know. I
mean, if you think about it, they kind of did Michael Raymond James bad, just as bad as they did Robin and Will Scarlet.
They did. Justice for Will Scarlet!
There it is!
Yes.
Every time, I love that. Every single time.
No matter what, it's always got to get in there. At least once a week.
But yeah, I mean, they could have did so much more with his character, and not just focus it on Emma, but what about Henry? I loved Neil's relationship with Henry, and it could have developed more, and it could have developed more with his father.
And with Rumpel as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my ministry. Yeah. Jenna, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really do think they, like, messed that up. Like, I wasn't a fan of Neil and Emma together at all, but I did want to see more of his development with the other characters. Like, I feel like he deserved more time with Henry and with Rumpel.
Exactly. Especially since Rumpel did this whole thing for Neil, and then for him just to die out of nowhere, it's like, what? So.
And then it's like, oh, I'll do you right, Neil, you know, or Balefire. I'll do you right, and never did, but whatevs. We know about.
Do we want to go on to the next segment now then, with fan theories for?
Yes. So yeah, we're getting a lot of time. So
yeah.
Tonight, an episode happening. So there's some musical episode happening tonight. Tonight might be a wedding. There might be some fun and some kisses and some
singing and dancing.
Singing and dancing.
Dancing. I feel that dancing.
Y'all can go ahead with your theory since I already know what's happening.
Oh yes, Miss Spoiler Queen here. Jenna cannot speak. I
tried to go without spoilers.
You were so half-assed.
It lasted 48 hours.
I have gone so far as to not even watch the preview clip.
I have watched the preview. I have seen the photo from the wedding. So, like, I've seen that. But beyond that, I have deleted Twitter. Deleted it. It's been hard for me because, as many of you know, I am a Twitter queen, and it's been hard for me. It's been hard.
Like I said, it lasted all of 48 hours, and then a couple of my friends went to the screening in LA. Huh?
Fake friends.
Hey, one of them was Jess. Shut the fuck up.
That's your own fault. Don't put it on Jess.
I know. I did ask her because I'm a whore. And then another one like sent me the whole plot of the episode, so I know everything that's going to happen. But I'm still hyped, and I've been listening to the music nonstop.
You can't talk in this segment. So,
I am like you, Lindsay. I've only seen the pictures and the promo, but I don't check Twitter for notifications, and I unfollowed everything on Facebook, and I don't go on Instagram anyway, so it's not a big deal.
So what are everyone's theories as to how the musical part actually starts? Because they didn't feed into it at the end of last episode. Like, there's no mention of why they would suddenly all be singing.
I don't know, actually. Yeah,
It's in the promo.
Yes,
it is.
It is.
Yes, it is in the promo. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Actually, I do know myself.
So we're not going to tell you, Jenna, so you can be surprised.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think?
We had this theory. I was talking to Abby about it. We had this theory that, like, maybe it's some kind of, I don't know, some kind of, like, what if something hadn't happened kind of thing, alternate reality. Maybe some kind of, like, gift or something, like a wedding gift that someone gives to them that's like a crystal ball or something like that, some kind of gift. And then in that you can see, like, this alternate universe type thing where everybody's singing and dancing, and it's all to do with, like, the past and what kind of would have happened if either the curse hadn't happened or if certain people hadn't met and things like that.
That would have been cool.
That was
like
quite
that.
interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Like, what wedding gifts do you think people will get the happy couple?
Oh,
Time
gosh.
alone!
Honeymoon.
I think that they should get some, like, inscribed, I can't even remember what they're called now. The rum things. Decanters. No, not decanter. Hip flasks. Hip flasks.
You've got hip flasks last week from our Gabs.
I know I did. Oh, thank you so much, Gabby.
No
I think I thought I'd said thank you already, but
You
I just
did.
realised after. I did. Oh, good.
Well, you messaged me.
I have got such a bad memory.
It's okay.
What is happening? But yeah, like, they should have, like, matching hip flasks with, like, their names on.
Yes,
and,
or
like,
bride and groom, like,
yeah.
or Mrs. or Mr. and Mrs.
Yes!
Yeah. So
A lifetime supply of pancake mix.
It's just out of the box.
If they've got two hip flasks, they can keep rum in one of them and maple syrup in the other for the pancakes.
I love it.
Jenna wins.
Yay!
Word.
So, in our wedding headcanon episode of the week, we discussed, like, we thought everyone would be trouble going on in Storybrooke, but everyone would keep the happy couple out of the way of everything. Do you think that will happen in the episode tonight, like the Black Fairies plotting, or do you think she'll let the wedding happen and then strike?
I'm hoping that they let the wedding be, and then afterwards they'll deal with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really difficult one. I don't even know if the Black Fairy's actually going to do what she wants to do. I don't know if she's going to be stopped, but maybe the only way to stop her is to do some kind of weird thing which makes everybody go into this alternate universe and do the whole singing thing. That could be another option, but I don't know. I'm hoping that they can get married in peace, either before or after dealing with her.
Mm-hmm.
It'll have to be, if we do have wedding in peace, it'll have to be after. We're not going to have, like, a happy, like, wedding. I mean, we're not going to deal with her first and then have a happy wedding.
Unless it's going to be, like, 2 proposals, 2 weddings. Like...
I would be so angry if that happens. I'm going to be so angry.
They've already had 2 proposals.
J-Mo, I don't trust her face. I'm hiding her face right now. I don't trust her. What would her expression say? I'm genuinely scared about that. I'm like, I don't want 2 weddings. Please just give me the one.
No, I don't think there'd be 2.
I just love how amused J-Mo is, because, like, we're coming up with all these theories and she's just sat there like, I know what happens, and I'm just gonna sit here, like, trying not to do anything,
like,
but looking really suspicious at the same time.
I hope she doesn't do, like, like, when we say the vows, like, Archie's like, if anyone opposes this wedding, speak now. I hope the Black Fairy doesn't appear then, because that would make me so angry. I'd be like, don't fucking do that. I mean, I love Jane Murray, but I hate the Black Fairy. It's like, just be a villain on your own. Don't bring my Emma into it. Don't do it. Leave my Emma alone.
Right. Like, leave Brittany alone. Leave.
Yes.
Where's Chris Crocker when you need him?
I'm still a little undecided as to how I feel about this episode, though. Like, with musical things, like, I feel like it's going to go one of two ways. Either I'm going to absolutely love it,
or absolutely hate it.
I'm going to absolutely hate it. I feel like there's not going to be any middle ground. There's no middle ground with music.
Same. I got you.
Yeah, I understand. I'm the same. Because, like...
I hate musical episodes.
When we said, when it's going to be a musical episode, I was like... but I have faith. Because it's my ship. Oh, go ahead, J-Mo.
You guys love Disney, right? Like, Disney animated movies.
Yes.
Because Disney does it right. Disney does it right. So
yes and no. I don't like the princess ones, though, where they burst into song and start singing to animals.
That's so cute.
But I like all the oothers.
But Jenna, which ones do you like then? J-Mo, you just pretty much said it all there. Lovely.
So what was
I like The Lion King and all of those kind of ones, and Mulan.
So it's
prepared.
actually animals singing to each other.
You like Lion King, the whole I just can't wait to be king. He just bursted out singing like.
No, it's not that I don't like singing. I just don't like the old stereotypical princess ones.
Oh, it's like Sleeping Beauty when she starts singing in the forest.
Yeah.
I am personally offended.
And I just can't wait to be king.
I'm gonna listen to that on my drive. My 2-hour drive. I'm gonna listen to Disney.
Oh my god, right? Good. Reach in the mood.
So it's in my head now. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. # you're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome?
God,
no! Boo!
I can't help it! I'm in
She
this
does not like Moana. This crazy woman does not like Moana.
I spoke about it last night. I was like,
I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Zootopia, so just.
Okay, yeah, she can sit the fuck down.
I have. I've seen. Well, we call it Zootropolis over here, but yes.
Yeah, because you guys are.
I've seen Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Zootropolis actually sounds kind of cool.
No, I hated it because I saw it in Barcelona, and I'm like, it's not Zootropolis, it's Zootopia, okay, people?
American bitch!
Exactly, like...
So we're also gonna get, I think everyone gets to sing, so I wonder how they're gonna work that in, apparently, Zelina to sing as well. Is she going to be, the drunken loner? Alone and drunk.
She's going to be cackling away. She'll be singing and then cackling and singing and then cackling.
Oh my god, though, Jenna, when you saw the episode on Wednesday, how much did you freak out seeing about Carlisle on your TV?
I know.
I got back on Monday and watched it, and I started crying because I was with him yesterday. I could not deal with it. I just full on freaked out.
I think that Emily's the funniest though because she doesn't look the same. Because her hair's completely different.
Yeah,
it's sort of messes
surreal.
with your head a little bit.
You see, to me, it's fine because she's Claire Littleton to me, so it's it's Claire
with short hair.
Yeah.
She's so Claire to me.
Shorter than Claire had.
I actually asked Emily a question about Lost. So I asked her, what do you think Claire got up to after she left the island? And she was like, well, after what she's been through, she's probably become a psychic or something. Because she's been through so much, she's gone a bit crazy. She's gone crazy, so she's become like one of those crazy psychics.
You know what I'd love? Sorry, I was thinking about the musical episode. Like, I'd love if it was just like them just having a laugh, like as part of the wedding sort of entertainment. They were just like, let's all just sing and dance, like like a talent show at the wedding, like
Karaoke at the wedding.
That would be so funny.
Enchanted Forest Got Talent.
But Robert
So,
and
like,
Emily don't sing, right?
They don't, but Bobbie, Mr. Gold's got some cane tricks. That's his talent.
Cool. I was just thinking, when we were talking about the Enchanted Forest Got Talent, I was just thinking about like the ending of Shrek. It would be like that, like with Donkey singing and everybody singing along. That would be amazing. I want that now. I'm gonna be disappointed.
That'd be cool, yeah.
She's gonna be
And
disappointed,
then, like,
people.
Regina and Emma have like a contest, like who can do the best magic kind of thing, and it ends up like burning everything down or something.
Awesome.
And Belle's like reading out a poem or something, like a poem, and she's doing it heartfelt, and everyone's like too busy like drinking and getting rowdy. And we're like, yeah, we're bored of this. But Belle's like really into it.
I'm still at the point where I can't like picture the musical episode because there was no because I don't know how it happens.
Yeah.
It's just like at the end of last episode, it's like going from that to everyone singing and dancing. I'm just like, what is going?
No, I think what will happen will be like an intro, like scene, like, okay, well, this is why this happens.
Yeah.
I know why it happens, but I don't know when it's going to explain that. But you know, I'm guessing it's the opening scene. I would hope it would be. Okay. So Rex, who wants to start with recommendations now, guys?
I have a fic by Bleebug. It's called Special Instructions. It's this really cute, really freaking hilarious AU. I'll read you the description. Drunk Emma really likes pizza. She also happens to like the cute delivery guy who seems content to carry out all of her wishes via the special instructions box on the website.
Ooh.
So each chapter, at the very beginning it says special instructions, and it's something that Emma wants when the pizza delivery guy comes, and every single one happens. First, it starts off like really innocent, and then it just gets super there's like drunk instructions, and it's really freaking funny. And it's Kayla, and we all know her writing is the shit, and I just love it so much. So I'm doing a really bad description of it, but there's like 4 or 5 chapters in, so there's still more, but I definitely recommend it. And who doesn't love pizza?
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't love pizza?
I love pizza. I want pizza now, guys. Come on.
Exactly.
I had pizza last night.
I might order a pizza. Gabby, you go.
Oh, I have a very, very sexy fan video. You're welcome. Hashtag you're welcome. Called Emma and Killian in the Air Tonight by Tink85, and it is steaming freaking hot. Like,
it's the pancake scene with In the Air Tonight over it, and it was just fuck you, Gabby.
It is.
And it has like it has both proposals simultaneously going on at the same time. It is like mind-blowing and great, and to me it's like a great lead up to the honeymoon. Go ahead, I'm done. Watch it.
So my recommendation this week is Check Out by Life in a Hole. I'll read it out, the description. The easiest rule Emma thought she would be able to keep as she worked a night shift at Storybrooke Inn & Suites was not to get romantically involved with any of the guests. Then came along Killian Jones, a job transfer with a sleeping disorder, who is bunking at the hotel until he can find a place of his own.
I just read that.
very
It's so good.
It is really good. It's a one shot, so one in and one out. It's very good. So, okay, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you understood what I was saying. Worst comes to worst, we could call it the Will Scarlet episode. As always, you can find us on all social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, WordPress, and all that other kerfuffle. You can listen to us on iTunes, YouTube, Audioboom, and Pocket Cast. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you all next week. Bye!
See you on the other side, bitches. We're all gonna die tonight.
Yes.
Woo!